everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiona. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I fill in my eyebrows. So the first thing that I am going to do is brush out my eyebrows with First thing that I'm going to do is brush my eyebrows out with this spoolie, and this is from E.L.F. It was only $1 from Target. So yeah, I'm just going to brush my brows out, and I'm going to brush them in an upward motion, just kind of like out of the way. And then I'm going to kind of like frame them in the way that I want them to go when I start to fill them in. So to help you guys understand how your brow is supposed to arch, where it's supposed to start and where it's supposed to end, I want to give you a few tips. So your brow is supposed to start like within this bone right here that's in your nose. So you kind of want to just go up and align it with the bone that is in your nose. And this is just so you can have like that perfect frame around your eye. Your brow is supposed to end at like the edge of your eye. So I'm going to put a mark right there with my brow pencil. And just your arch is supposed to be like on the edge of your, this isn't your iris, your pupil maybe. It's supposed to be like on the edge of the black part, and that's where your arch is supposed to be. So I'm going to put like a little mark on the top and a little mark on the bottom, and it'll get brushed out after you fill in your brows. What I like to do first is I like to outline my brow. So whatever you do, don't start like at the beginning of your brow, because you don't want it to be so harsh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start like kind of here, just so because you want to kind of have like that ombre effect where it's fading into the brow and not like just straight up dark and dull. So I'm going to start like right here with my pencil, and I'm going to draw a line kind of going upward, and I'm going to do it very faint and with light strokes. And so you want to kind of meet up to where you made that mark at. I can see it, you guys probably can't, so that's probably like what am I talking about, but you kind of want to have it to go up where you made that mark so you can have your arch. Now that you have reached that mark where you made the for your arch, you want to kind of like bring it down, the line down towards the mark that you made down here. So you kind of are creating the outside of your eyebrow. And then you want to do the same thing at the top, not going to the front of your brow, but kind of like close to the middle, but not so much towards the middle, if that makes sense. And make faint short strokes. Once you reach the part where the mark for your arch, you want to start to draw the line downward with very light strokes. And so now you kind of have like the outline of your brow. I'm going to fill my brows in, and I'm just going to use this E.L.F. eyebrow gel, and this is in the color dark, and I'm using this E.L.F. small angled brush to fill them in. Like I said, don't start at the front of your brow, start like towards the middle. So I'm just gonna do very light strokes, doing the same thing, going up where I made my arch, coming down once you've reached your arch. What's remaining on my brush, I am going to connect it with that line that I made. Make sure you don't put too much on your brush, because a little goes a long way with this, especially if you want like a natural brow. And now I'm going to start pushing the product up, like upward. And I'm just going to keep moving the product that's around, not adding anymore. Because today I actually wanted to go for a natural brow. Sometimes I do it bold, sometimes I do it natural, but I thought a natural brow tutorial would be appropriate. So you can already kind of see the difference between this brow and this brow. So now I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to brush my hairs. So you're going to, when you get to the front, you want to kind of go upward and just brush those hairs kind of like up and to the side. So now I'm going to clean my brows up. On the bottom of my brow, I'm going to use this LA Girl HD Pro Concealer. And this is in the color Fawn. And I'm going to use my, this is like a flat top brush from E.L.F. Just about that much. And I'm going to put it on the brush. Remember, do not start at the beginning of your brow. Start like towards the middle. So I'm going to start here and go in the same direction where I drew the line at the bottom. Once I get towards my arch, I'm going to come down. Making sure you're very slow because you want this line to be as precise as possible. Once I don't have that much product left, I'm going to take it towards the front of my brow. Once I have drawn that, I am going to blend the concealer out with the same brush going down. And be careful not to get any of this concealer in your brow, because then you'll have to clean it up. Once you get the hang of it though, it won't be as hard to do your brows. So I am going to blend that out with my finger now. Be careful not to touch your brow, like I said. So you want to use the foundation that you'll be using for that day, or just a concealer that is or a concealer that is the same shade as your skin tone. So I'm going to use my foundation, and I'm going to use the Matte and Poreless Foundation by Maybelline in the color 355 Coconut. So remember, don't start at the beginning of your brow, but you want to hold your brush like down and just start to draw the line. I actually use too much foundation, so I'm just going to use that little bit that I have right here, and instead of going this way first, I'm going to come back this way and clean that up. Remember to take your time. And then once you have done that, then bring it down. And just bring it down until you get to the point that you drew at the bottom. And then instead of blending it down, you're going to blend it upward. I feel like a little goes a long way with everything concerning your brows. Less is more. So I'm going to blend that out with my finger as well. I'm going to take my spoolie one last time and just brush the hairs. But that's how I do my brows. As you can see, this one is more defined and popping versus this one is kind of like, okay. You know, it's pretty basic. So yeah, basically that's how I do my brows. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this was helpful for you guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. I will see you all in my next video.